In 1948, a quiet professor made one single investment of $712,000 into an obscure car insurance company. By the time that investment fully played out, it was worth over $400 million. That professor was Benjamin Graham, and the strategy behind that bet created the richest investor in history. Today, we are going deep into the mind of Benjamin Graham, the man who literally invented value investing. Before Graham, buying stocks was closer to gambling. There was no framework, no discipline, no system. Graham changed all of that. He gave us the tools to separate a stock's price from its actual worth, and his students, most famously Warren Buffett, went on to build some of the greatest fortunes in financial history. By the end of this video, you will understand the 3 core ideas that made Graham a legend and how you can apply them today. To understand why Graham matters, you need to understand what investing looked like before him. In the 1920s, the stock market was pure speculation. People bought stocks on tips, rumors, and gut feelings. Margin lending was out of control. You could buy $1,000 worth of stock with just $100 down. Then came October 1929. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell from a peak of 381 in September 1929 to just 41 by July 1932. That is an 89% decline. Fortunes vanished. Families were destroyed. The entire concept of stock investing was discredited for a generation. Graham himself lost nearly everything in the crash. He had been a successful fund manager on Wall Street, but the devastation of 1929 hit him hard. And here is what separates great thinkers from everyone else. Instead of walking away, Graham sat down and asked a simple question: how do we make sure this never happens again? His answer came in 1934 when he and David Dodd published Security Analysis, a dense, 700-page book that became the Bible of fundamental investing. For the first time, someone had created a rigorous, systematic method for analyzing stocks based on actual financial data, not tips, not stories, not market momentum. Then in 1949, Graham wrote a second book aimed at everyday investors, The Intelligent Investor. Warren Buffett has called it, quote, by far the best book on investing ever written. That is not casual praise. Buffett read it at age 19, and it changed the entire trajectory of his life. Graham's genius boils down to 3 concepts that are just as powerful today as they were 90 years ago. The first is intrinsic value. Graham argued that every business has a true worth based on its assets, earnings, dividends, and growth prospects. The stock price might be above or below the true worth on any given day, but the price and the value are 2 completely different things. Your job as an investor is to estimate the value and only buy when the price is significantly below it. The second idea is the margin of safety. This is Graham's most important contribution to investing. The concept is simple. You will never calculate intrinsic value perfectly. You will make mistakes. So you build in a buffer. If you estimate a stock is worth $65, you do not buy at $60. You wait until it falls to $40 or $45. That gap between what you pay and what you believe the company is worth is your margin of safety. It is your protection against being wrong. Graham put it best. He said, the margin of safety is always dependent on the price paid. The third idea is Mr. Market. This is one of the most brilliant analogies in financial history. Graham asked you to imagine that you own a share of a business with a partner named Mr. Market. Every day, Mr. Market shows up at your door and offers to buy your share or sell you his. Sometimes he is euphoric and names a ridiculously high price. Other days he is depressed and practically gives his shares away. The key insight is this: you are never obligated to trade with him. You can simply say no thank you and wait. Graham wrote that the market is a voting machine in the short run but a weighing machine in the long run. In the short term, prices reflect popularity and emotion. In the long term, they reflect actual business value. Patient investors who understand this have an enormous edge. Now let us see these ideas in action with a real example. In 1948, Graham's investment firm, Graham-Newman Corporation, purchased roughly half of the outstanding shares of Government Employees Insurance Company, known today as GEICO. The total cost was approximately $712,000.
Why did Graham buy it? GEICO sold auto insurance directly to customers by mail, cutting out the agent. That meant lower costs, which meant lower premiums, which meant a competitive advantage. Graham recognized that this business model created what we now call an economic moat. Now here is where the story gets really interesting. The SEC actually forced Graham Newman to distribute those GEICO shares to its investors because the position was too large relative to the fund. But the shareholders who held on saw that $712,000 investment grow to be worth over $400 million over the following decades. And one of the people paying close attention was a young student in Graham's class at Columbia Business School. His name was Warren Buffett. Buffett eventually bought all of GEICO through Berkshire Hathaway in 1996 for $2.3 billion, and it remains a core subsidiary to this day. Graham did not just theorize. He put his money where his mouth was. The Graham-Newman Corporation operated from 1926 to 1956 and earned an average annual return of approximately 20%. Over that same period, the broader market averaged roughly 12% annually. That outperformance over 3 decades, including the Great Depression, is remarkable. But Graham's greatest legacy is not his personal returns. It is his students. Warren Buffett, Walter Schloss, Irving Kahn, Tom Knapp, these are all Graham students who went on to produce extraordinary investment records. Buffett turned Berkshire Hathaway from a failing textile mill into a company worth over $1 trillion. Walter Schloss earned roughly 16% annually over 45 years with no office staff, no research team, just Graham's principles applied with discipline. Graham passed away in 1976 at the age of 82. But the framework he built lives on in every value investor who refuses to overpay, who demands a margin of safety, and who treats Mr. Market as a servant rather than a master. If you take one thing from today's video, let it be this. Benjamin Graham taught us that investing is not about predicting the future. It is about protecting yourself from being wrong. The margin of safety is not just an investing concept. It is a way of thinking. Build buffers into your decisions. Do not bet everything on your best guess. Leave room for error. That is how Graham survived the worst crash in American history and came out the other side with a framework that has created more wealth than any other investing philosophy in existence. If you found this useful, hit subscribe. We put out a new video every single day breaking down the principles, the people, and the strategies behind value investing. Tomorrow, we are diving into a real-world case study where we analyze an actual company using Graham's framework. Drop a comment below and tell me which company you would like us to analyze. And if you have not read The Intelligent Investor yet, start with chapters 8 and 20. Those 2 chapters alone are worth more than most finance degrees. See you tomorrow.